Time for our next fight of the evening. We got two unbeaten blue chip prospects. And here comes Eddie, the Scorpion Ramirez, 15-0. 10 of his wins have come by knockout. He has a vicious left hook. We last saw him on the PBC in September of last year when he knocked out an unbeaten Kevin Watts in Nice, California.
We spoke with Eddie in the fighter meeting yesterday, and he said, if there's one thing to look out for, it's a left hook. He said, if you guys are going to look out for anything, be on the lookout for the left hook because I'm going to let it fly. And here comes the Cowboy Ryan Karl. He's 13-0. 9 of his wins have come by knockout. He's from Milano, Texas, population of 428. Ryan Karl, we last saw him too here on the PBC in September when he stopped Jose Felix Quezada in 4 rounds. Let's get right to the Corona tail of the tape of these two unbeaten top prospects. Same age. Karl's got the height advantage. He's also got the reach advantage. Let's see if that comes into play in this fight. Both fighters are in the ring. We get the official introduction from Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Horseshoe Casino and Hotel, Premier Boxing Champions now features 10 rounds in the super lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner wearing the silver trunks. He has an undefeated record, 15 wins, 10 of those coming by way of knockouts. From Aurora, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eddie and Escorpion Ramirez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black with the white trim. He has an unblemished record consisting of 13 wins, 9 of those coming by way of KO. Representing Milano, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Ryan Cowboy Karl.
Eddie, bring it here, sir. Ryan, bring it in. Right here, sir. All right, guys, went through the rules in the back. We've got 10 rounds scheduled. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. You must obey my commands. Punches right here, right at the very top, Ronnie. I'll let it go. Same on you, sir.
Get him, boy.
Touch him up. Good luck. God bless.
Well,
ready to go, Mac?
This one should be good. That's the Cowboy Ryan Karl, unbeaten at 13-0. Eddie Ramirez, unbeaten at 15-0. And both of these guys said they're looking for the stoppage. Karl in the black trunks, the white trim. Ramirez, the silver trunks.
Ron comes out straight, goes straight to his jab, working behind his jab.
He knows Ramirez has a good left hook. He said defensively, Karl said I worked on keeping my right hand up. And here's the straight right hand by Ramirez.
A couple of nice counter shots from Eddie Ramirez.
And a left hook. And an uppercut by Ramirez.
Nice combination. Eddie's looking very poised in there, very relaxed, but very self-aware.
Another right hand by Ramirez. And even though Ramirez's nickname is the Scorpion, he fancies himself as a cowboy. He said, my goal is to show I'm the real cowboy in the ring tonight. And he shows off the movement.
Let him out, let him out, let him out, clean, no.
We're nearly halfway through
Good
round
shot
one.
with a right hand by Eddie Ramirez.
Ramirez working behind that jab.
I think if Ron wants to take some momentum back, he's going to have to start using his feints to freeze up Eddie, to keep him off guard and not
Like
let him find a rhythm. Exactly.
There's the right hand.
Good feint. There it goes. Starting to work his feints now.
Let him up, let him up, let him up. Stop. Keep playing, guys.
Two top prospects, both dedicated to the sport. Ramirez from the Chicago area, out of Aurora, Illinois, drives 50 miles every day to the gym just to train. There's another right hand by Ramirez.
And then you got someone like Ryan Karl who drives 2.5 hours, 3 days a week to the gym. So these guys are both, you know, very dedicated.
Absolutely. Karl trains under Ronnie Shields in that Plex gym in Houston. Here comes the final 20 seconds. Action-packed round one. There's the other
Nice
right hand by Karl.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Good action in round one.
Great first round. Seemed like Ryan came out a little lackadaisical in the beginning, but you know, he started to work his feints and put a couple combinations together.
I'm Ryan Karl. I'm Eddie Ramirez. And I'm the real Vaquero.
I'm the real Cowboy.
Well, we're going to find out who's the real Cowboy here. This is round two between Eddie Ramirez and Ryan Karl. Karl at one point finished his amateur career. A stiff jab there by Ramirez. Right hand backs him to the ropes.
Great combination. Ryan's going to have to keep his defense tight. You know, he's allowing Eddie to land some big shots. He can't pull out with his hands down, and he's got to be on his toes. He's got to be aware.
Here's a 1-2 by Ramirez. That one backed Karl up.
Great
Body shot by
Dig
Ramirez.
into the body.
That's his forte. Left hook. Stumbles Karl. He takes a step backwards. Another body shot. He's got Karl in trouble.
Got him hurt.
He stumbles to the ropes.
As Eddie spoke in the fighter meeting, you know, his last fight he had someone hurt and he ran into something silly on the way in. So he's going to have to, he's going to have to stay calm, but keep applying the pressure and keep his foot on the gas.
Uppercut, short uppercut by Ramirez. Big round for Eddie Ramirez thus far. This is the second undefeated fighter in a row that Eddie Ramirez is facing. Another big right hand by Ramirez.
Good head movement by Eddie.
And a stiff jab. Right hand, counter right by Ramirez. Minute left here in round two. A round that's been dominated by Ramirez.
Good right hand by Ryan.
Here's another
Stiff jab.
Yeah, by Ramirez. That left hand raises the top of the head of Ramirez. Just missed with that right hand.
I think the difference between the two right now is Ryan is letting his shots go, but Eddie Ramirez is setting his shots up. Karl's got to go back to his feints and set some of those big shots up.
Big body shots there by Eddie Ramirez.
5 seconds, bell's coming.
In a round dominated by Eddie Ramirez. These unbeaten prospects. Body shots, right hand. You're watching the PBC here on FS1. Welcome back. This is round 3. Eddie Ramirez, Ryan Karl. Second round dominated by Ramirez. Staggered Karl a couple of times, body shots, combinations. How do you think Karl responded from round 2?
I think he's doing good.
He recovered.
He seems to have his legs somewhat back up underneath of him, but he's going to have to start setting his shots up. He can't just throw the first thing that comes to mind. He's going to have to start setting shots up and use his feints to try and freeze Eddie. Good body shots by Ryan.
He goes to the body of Ramirez. Ramirez coming upstairs, then enters his combination with a right to the head of Karl.
A lot of action in the beginning of round 3. Stiff jab. Nice jab by Karl. There's some of the feints.
Yeah, here in round 3.
Stiff right hand to the body.
One of the things Ryan Karl told us was, listen, I can't show Eddie Ramirez any respect. He thought the uppercut was going to work for him in this fight because he saw sometimes he said that Ramirez drops his head down. There's a good exchange there. Oh, a left to the body by Ramirez. Oh, left hand by the Cowboy.
I think Ryan's starting to take some of the momentum back this round. He's coming back. He's using his feints. He's landing some good shots. He's got to keep this, though. He's got to keep his foot on the gas, and he's got to continue to take that momentum away from Eddie Ramirez.
He missed with that right hand. Under a minute here in round 3. Here's a right hand. Grazes the top of the head of Ramirez.
Good head movement by Eddie.
Body shot by Ramirez.
Nice feint and went straight to the jab.
10 seconds.
Here's the final seconds of round 3.
5 seconds. Bell's coming, fellas. Bell's coming.
Nice right hand by Ryan Karl.
And this was a round where the Cowboy Ryan Karl came back. Right hand. And then left. Welcome back. Eddie Ramirez and Ryan Karl. Round 4. What has been an action-packed first 3 rounds.
Definitely. You know, in the fighter meeting, Eddie Ramirez said this is something that he can't let go to decision. He's not going to let it go to decision. I think the first 2 rounds, he definitely showed that. But this past round, Ryan Karl has come back and took some of the momentum back. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen in round 4.
Ryan Karl pounding the body of Ramirez.
Nice right
hand. A straight right hand by Ramirez, though. We asked you to help us score tonight fights. You throw down scoring app, and how about this? You gave him Ramirez the first 2 rounds. You gave that last round to Cowboy Ryan Karl. You got Ramirez up 1 here. And the Cowboy seems to be gaining momentum. This is the first 10-rounder for Ryan Karl. He has never been past 8 rounds. Short uppercut and a right hand, though, by Karl.
Good feints by Ryan. Throughout the fight, he's slowly starting to add more and more feints. Another nice right hand.
Yeah, right hand by Ramirez. There's a left hand by Karl.
He's got to keep that right hand up. There you go.
There it is.
Yep. He's a fast learner, huh? He didn't want to get hit with that again.
Yeah, really. Combination is Karl pounds Ramirez against the ropes. Short right hand, though, by Ramirez. You saw him, he said, come on, let's go. Under a minute here, round 4.
Nice right hand rollout. A lot of times when you throw a lead right hand, they're going to counter back with the left hook. Eddie knew that, and immediately after the right hand, he rolled out.
And there's a right hand by Ramirez again.
Trade left hooks.
And the right by Ramirez.
10 seconds.
A round that Karl dominated early. Ramirez picking up steam in the second half of the round.
Close round.
Another action-packed round. Welcome back. We're in Mississippi, Tunica, Mississippi. PBC here on FS1. That's Eddie Ramirez. He's 15-0. There's 3 things you need to know about Eddie Ramirez. Cuts hair part-time. And when he was 14 years old, he was riding on a bicycle with his cousin. They got hit. He got thrown off that bicycle. He's also the father of 2. Just 24 years old. And then, as he put it, the biggest fight of his young career thus far.
Right hand rollout again. Eddie's found success from the beginning with that right hand rollout.
How about that head movement?
Nice body shot.
Oh, another
Good
body
body
shot
work
by
by Eddie.
Ramirez. And that one kind of stunned the Cowboy.
Good body work.
Another body shot by Ramirez. These guys go toe-to-toe there in the center of the ring.
Eddie's really throwing
He
some
is
beautiful body shots
punishing
right
body shots to the Cowboy.
now. Another good body shot. Wow.
You invest in the body, those certainly pay dividends later in the fight.
Most definitely, especially in the 10-round fight.
Karl going back to the feints. Halfway through round 5.
Oh,
Cowboy, there's the slips there, throwing that left hook.
Eddie's got to stay focused.
And pounds Ramirez against the ropes. Under a minute here, round 5. Last 20 seconds now. Ramirez has gone the distance in 6, 8, and 10-round fights.
10 seconds.
Another competitive round. Welcome back. This is the PBC here on FS1. Eddie Ramirez, Ryan Karl. Let's take a look at some of the action from round 5. And you talked about those body shots by Eddie Ramirez.
Yes, some devastating body shots. Eddie Ramirez, he definitely invested in the body that round. I think if this fight goes into the later rounds, it's really gonna pay off.
Well, we ask you to help us score tonight's fight with the Throwdown scoring app.
Nice
the right hands by Ramirez. Let's take a look at how you got this thing scored thus far. We in round 6. And Ramirez pulling
Eddie's really
on the
attacking
pressure.
Cowboy right now.
You've got Ramirez up 1. Gave Ramirez the last round. You gave Karl the previous 2. There's that right hand again.
In the fighter meeting, Eddie said to be on the lookout for the left hook, but he's landed numerous right hands tonight. Maybe he had his trick.
There's that left hook. In fact, it was that left hook to the body that stopped Kevin Watts, who was unbeaten in his last fight. Minute gone by here in round 6. Both of these guys train with some tremendous fighters. Here's that right hand again by Ramirez.
Karl. Good combinations from both guys.
Out of that Plex gym in Houston, Jamal Charlo, world champion. Here's Landy Lara, world champion. And for Ramirez, he trains out of his gym and under George Hernandez.
Nice right hand, left hook.
Alongside Adrian Granados, who will be facing Adrian Broner later this month. Minute here in round 6.
When Ramirez in the corner, Ryan Karl feinted a jab to the body and came over with the overhand right. I think if he continues to try and set up shots like that, he'll have success. He barely missed that time, but I think he'll find his distance and timing if he stays with that. He's got to set his shots up.
Ramirez gave him that shoulder and then used the head movement to escape those punches. Then a quick 1-2 by Ramirez.
Nice
Oh,
right
the
hand.
crowd loves that as he sneaks in a right to the body.
Nice right hand by Ryan. A lot of back and forth action this round.
You can see Ramirez giving some movement, trying to catch a breather.
Yep.
Tremendous shape these young men are in.
Ryan's controlling the center of the ring well, but Eddie Ramirez, I like his movement. You know, he's using the whole ring. He's showing Ryan a lot of footwork.
Welcome back. You're watching the PBC here on FS1. Eddie Ramirez and his trainer George Hernandez was imploring him to pick up the pace, he said in this round. He basically told him, listen, you are not going to win this fight by going backwards and just throwing one shot. I need you to be more active.
Definitely, he's got to let his hands go. He's got to put some combinations together, and he's got to stay in control. He's got to keep the momentum going.
How about the little shoulder bump here? Stop. The Cowboy Ryan Karl.
Trying to create space on the inside. Nice body shot.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, good 1-2 there.
Stringing together a nice combination.
And a body shot by Ramirez.
Some great body shots by both guys tonight.
Right hand, Ramirez, and a left hook. Another left hook. Ramirez now on the attack. There's a cut that's formed over the left eye of Ryan Karl. Big
Nice
right hand. Body shot from Ramirez. 1-2 Ramirez.
If I was Ryan, it'd be good to get on his bike for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Get on his feet, move around, regain his composure, and start again, you know, instead of just standing here trading with Ramirez when he's getting the better of these exchanges. You know, it might be better to move around and regroup and come back.
You just saw Ramirez take a deep breath. I think he was trying to get his breathers okay. Let me get a deep breath here so I can muster up another energy to get a combination off here. Another flurry. Under a minute now here in round 7.
Sometimes as a boxer, you know, sometimes boxers just sit back and take a deep breath just to tell themselves, okay, I'm in control, I'm doing well, let's just stay relaxed.
Karl now trying to take away the momentum here in the last 20 seconds of this round. There's a right hand by the Cowboy. There's a right hand.
Trading shots back and forth.
What an end to round 7.
Wow. Great way to end the round. Both trading shots, trading exchanges. That was beautiful.
Take another look at this. This is what opened up that cut right there.
Right hand. And that's what opened it up. Beautiful right hand by Eddie Ramirez. Eddie's been landing that shot all night.
And let's take a look at the end here, round 7.
Both letting their hands go. I really think Karl needs to make an adjustment to Eddie Ramirez's right hand. He's been landing that right hand since, you know, the first bell. I think if Ryan would either, you know, hold his left hand up or give him some feints or some more movement or something, but he's got to make an adjustment to that right hand because Eddie has been able to find home for it all night long.
That's Ronnie Shields there, his trainer. Ramirez corner, imploring him to use his combinations upstairs and then go downstairs with it. This is round 8. We are scheduled for 10. Eddie Ramirez, he's unbeaten. So is Karl.
Nice left hook to the body. Going back downstairs.
He's going right to the body, right on the belt line, then a right hand right on the chin of the Cowboy Karl. Body shot by Eddie Ramirez.
Eddie's definitely throwing those body shots with bad intent.
And you have given the last 3 rounds to Eddie Ramirez. You've got him up 3. According to our throwdown scoring, given by you, the fans. Karl back with the feints. Halfway through round 8.
Nice right hand by Ryan.
Did a good job with the cut of the Cowboy. Here's a good,
nice exchange.
Yeah, exchange of left hands.
Nice right hand by Ryan.
Minute now left here in round 8.
Nice same-handed combination by Eddie Ramirez. Jab and went straight to the left hook.
Straight right hand by Ryan Karl.
Stiff jab by Eddie. Right hand roll out again. He's found success with that.
Sneaky right hand there by Ramirez.
Nice angle.
He's pouring it on Ramirez here. The end of this round. Short uppercuts. They both work the body and work inside.
Ryan Karl is one tough guy, though. The more he gets hit, the more he wants to fight. He's not interested in regrouping or moving around. You know, the more he gets hit, the more he wants to stand there and fight.
Come on, let's go. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, that's all we got. 2 rounds.
That's George Hernandez, the trainer for Eddie Ramirez.
Keep backing him up with combinations. All he's got is hold on. The only thing he's trying to do is try to get to the right here. That's it. That's all he's trying to do. Take some deep breaths. Come on, you need these 2 rounds because we're in his backyard.
Ramirez has only stopped one opponent past the 5th round, and that's when he stopped Kevin Watts last September. He stopped him in the 7th round.
And when you get him hurt, stay on his ass. Okay, we got 2 more rounds. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Listen, all you got is 6 minutes, and this future of yours can be bright. We can go from nickels and dimes to a big payday. You understand? Come on,
You can hear George Hernandez say, listen, all you've got is 6 minutes. All you've got is 6 minutes, and you've got yourself a big victory.
Definitely, he's going to have to stay focused and finish this fight out like he started it.
And he comes out fast. Combination, ended it upstairs.
I think Eddie's had a great fight thus far, but Ryan Karl, that's not somebody you can count out. This is a guy who's as tough as they come. And one thing I like about Ryan Karl's corner is he's got his dad there, and if anybody knows how to bring the best out of you and get you to dig deep, it's your father. And that's something that I can relate to most definitely with my dad. So it's going to be interesting to see how Ryan Karl finishes this fight. Good left hook by Ryan Karl.
Father Darrell in the corner, but here comes Ramirez again, and Karl holds on.
I think those body shots that Eddie landed early is definitely starting to take its toll in these later rounds.
Oh, right hand and a left to the body by Ramirez.
Another right hand roll out.
Karl missed with that right hand. And
Nice
the right hook by
hand.
Ramirez. And he steps away from the ropes.
Nice right hand by Ryan.
Here's another right hand by Ramirez. Under a minute of round 9.
Nice right hand by Ryan Karl.
"30 seconds. Right hand, left.
Right hand.
And he's got Karl in trouble, and Karl holds on.
That's that adjustment that we spoke about earlier, Brian. Ryan's he's going to have to start getting his left hand up. He keeps getting attacked with right hands. He can't allow Eddie to keep landing clean shots like that.
Final seconds. Big right hand. It kept the round for Eddie Ramirez. And I don't know if you saw Ryan Karl, but at the end of this round, he basically dazed, walked back to his corner. Watch the very end. You see it was that right hand at the very end of this round. When he walked back to his corner,
he seemed to almost be out on his feet. I don't know if it's the rounds that Eddie landed at the end of that, the combination that Eddie landed at the end of that round, or the body shots that he's hit Ryan with, but he's looking heavy on his feet right now.
That's his father, Daryl, there in the hat. Ronnie Shields, that's his trainer.
Okay, you got nothing left. Okay, you're getting hit too much.
And that's it. They are waving off the fight. No more. Eddie Ramirez walks away with the 9th round stoppage to remain unbeaten. Well, welcome back. Eddie Ramirez stops Ryan Karl. He remains unbeaten. Let's take a look back at this fight here, Caleb.
Definitely great jab. He used his jab all night. Went to the body well. Invested in the body early. Round 3. Ryan Karl started to take some of the momentum away from Eddie Ramirez and string together some nice combinations. He takes that into round 4 by stringing together more nice combinations and continuing to steal away some of the momentum from Eddie. 5th round, though, was all Eddie. Stringing together more body shots, more great combinations. And it was Eddie from there on out.
Yeah, certainly poured it on, especially after that 7th round. When you talk about those body shots and that right hand, and then in the 8th round was really where Eddie started to come on, that body shot, and then in the 9th, especially at the very end of the round here, that straight right hand, that one's the one at the very end of the round, and the Cowboy dazedly walked back to his corner, and his corner said that was it. Eddie Ramirez has stopped another unbeaten fighter. Let's get the official time of the stoppage. Here's Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 3 minutes of the 9th round. The corner of Ryan Karl waves off the bout for your winner by technical knockout and still undefeated, Eddie El Escorpion Ramirez.